So here at Mahopac High School, we take preparing students for college and life very seriously. And that's a moving target because our students have to be ready for nearly anything when they graduate. The world is changing so rapidly because as we learn more and we know more about not only how students learn, also what they need to know and be able to do to be successful, we constantly have to make adjustments and revisions by making sure our programming and our methodologies are up to date and up to speed so our students can leave here and be successful. So when it comes to academics, we want to make sure that we offer a wide range of academic rigor for our various students. We go all the way from our entry-level Regents courses all the way up through honors courses, concurrent enrollment courses, and AP courses. So we make sure that we appropriately challenge every student academically. But Mahopac High School offers a wide variety of college-level courses that are taught here in the high school. For example, we offer a college forensics class, a college chemistry class, a college English class. We offer several college classes in the languages, college Italian and college Spanish. Last year, we had nearly 1,000 students sign up for college-level courses. The AP enrollment, in addition to the 1,000, was about 350 seats in AP classes.
So one of the things that Mahopac High School has been working on is a collaboration with Westchester Community College. And so students are now taking courses here at the high school and at the same time receiving college credit through Westchester Community College. And Westchester Community College is associated with our SUNY system. So in essence, in completing this sequence, they would go to any SUNY school as a sophomore. Currently here at Mahopac High School, we have a STEAM initiative where we're looking to increase the number of interdisciplinary approaches we have within the departments of science, math, technology, engineering, and the arts. The arts being music and visual arts. We've had a team of teachers that have been working collaboratively in the design of certain courses. We've also looked to build in some programs within our technology program where we have robotics being offered. We have principles of engineering being offered. And then we have some new concepts that are coming in where it combines art and technology. We have Evolution of Transportation in America as a new course that we're offering, and Design and Concepts for Two-Wheel Vehicles. And that really starts to kind of have this interdisciplinary approach in the standards from more than one direction. And we're actually looking into blended approaches, ways in which instruction can be delivered in more than just one way. And we found that some of our teachers are looking to have kind of like a pre-assignment that students work on prior to coming into class. And so perhaps they would do a YouTube video of something that the lesson is going to kind of encompass. The students would then watch or complete any assignment at home, and then when they come into class, they would actually apply the concepts that were learned in that project or that video that they did from home, and have more of an application in class, which would really help to solidify some of the concepts. It's an exciting time.
In order to make sure our students are critical thinkers and think deeply about the content, we made some changes in the curriculum. We focused on some of the fundamentals in math and in English language arts. We modernized it to make sure our students can be successful when they leave here from Mahopac High School onto the college of their choice. We're actually doing some new things. We purchased some furniture and we created these little spaces called book nooks for students to be able to sit and read and talk and think in small groups, maybe with a teacher or just a couple of students. And the whole goal there is to try to promote literacy. We actually are creating these little lending libraries that are going to go in each book nook. So each book nook will have a bookcase where students can leave a book or take a book. They can share literature with their friends, and they can use these spaces to sit and read and relax.
Literacy Committee is very new. It covers grades 9 through 12. In every discipline, every teacher in the building is involved with helping spread the academic vocabulary in every course, through every kid, so that we have a common language of academics. The idea is that a school functions much more appropriately for students if there's a common vocabulary that is used academically throughout the grade levels, throughout all disciplines. So the Literacy Committee put together high-frequency words that could be applied in history, English, science, anywhere really. And those words are taught by the teachers to the students so that we all have a common vocabulary of academics. We have a pretty robust program here. The goal is college and career readiness, so we're offering from 9th grade right through 12th grade some preparation to get kids ready for the real world and hone their communication skills and their analytical skills as well. Our WISE program is our flagship program in getting kids ready for college and the world after high school. So they work on an internship in a field of their choice, usually something they're going to pursue in college or something that they're considering on pursuing in college. For the academic portion of that, students are working with a mentor closely in the high school, coming back with research, journaling their experience along the way. Ultimately, they're building an iSearch paper which combines research, narrative writing, and an overall view of the experience.
At the high school, we have a lot of traditional courses and some very different courses as well. Obviously, we have algebra, geometry, and algebra 2 sequence, but we also offer a variety of college-level courses, AP courses, as well as computer science. Our teachers are phenomenal. Our schedule is set up so teachers of the same content have the same prep time so they can work together to really develop some highly engaging lessons. If you were to walk in, for example, to an algebra course, you would see students writing on a desk with crayons. You may see them up at the whiteboards using dry erase markers. You'll see them doing puzzles, and you will see them actively engaged for 42 minutes. Along those lines, we also have a course called MARTH, which math and art come together. So students that are scheduled for math 42 minutes have art for 42 minutes following that, and that allows flexibility in the course. So some days the students go to art for 90 minutes, some days they go to math for 90 minutes, and it's real life, it's hands-on, and students that tend to struggle with math are allowed to see it through the arts and apply the concepts in art as well.
And the two teachers work together to find the commonality between the arts and math, and it helps students, give a real life explanation to math and art and how it really affects everything in their lives.
There's a lot of math in art and in nature in general or anywhere, and it's just cool to combine them.
And we got to basically have a lot of fun with different projects and how we combine from math class to art class.
We needed to learn a lot of math to do art, like linear functions and lines of symmetry, to do like 3D objects and like enlarge some objects in art.
We measured out like a bocce court, and we used math to get the exact measurements, and then we made it in art, and then we drew it and we played on it. It was pretty cool.
Here at the Mahopac High School, we have several different art classes. All the art classes start with a prerequisite, which is studio art, which is basically an opportunity for students to explore a variety of materials and medium and hone their skills with the elements and principles of design. We're also going to be offering a digital studio art class where they're going to be using traditional medium but also using new technologies, so tablets and computers and digital cameras, and branching out into different kinds of tools, so they have more tools in their toolbox for creating art. Once they've taken studio art, there's several different options. They can take a drawing and painting class as sophomores. They can take photography, computer graphics, 3D design. And then after that, there's also a ceramics class. There's a printmaking class. So we have a wide variety of classes that students can take. And then as seniors, if they want to take advanced placement, we also have a portfolio development class for students that are thinking about architecture. So we have this course where students can work on more independent kind of drawings, and they can research what their college requirements would be, and then they can create their portfolio based on that.
The art program here at Mahopac High School is definitely very extensive. My sister had a great experience. She went through kind of a 3D track, so she took studio art, then 3D design, and then she moved on to ceramics. I chose to do something a little different. I did a more drawing and painting track, so I did studio art, drawing and painting, and then these last 2 years I chose to take AP. I really liked my AP experience. I thought it was absolutely phenomenal. But I do owe it to the teachers here at Mahopac. It's been definitely a great experience. It's something that I'll always love, and it's been great to be able to do it at Mahopac High School.
At Mahopac High School, we're very appreciative to the community to offer us the ability to provide the students with a very rich and robust programming in science. We have courses at all levels, for all ability levels for students. We're able to offer classes to kids in a very hands-on, meaningful way that really connects their life and allows them to apply what they're learning in the science classroom to the real-world scenario. We have classes like meteorology and anatomy and physiology. We have classes such as topics in bio, where kids are actually able to say the things that are so tough for them in other areas areas and talk about those controversial issues in a very safe way, but to really engage them and allow them to connect to something that's meaningful for them. One very popular elective that we have at Mahopac High School is our EMT class. Students that are in this class, they have the ability to learn life skills and they become certified in EMT and they're able to ride an ambulance and be active participants in the community. Students that are enrolled in this class also have the opportunity to earn 6 college credits. We're one of the only 2 schools in the region to offer this class to our students. Another college level program that we offer is science research. In this class, students can choose to either stay in the class for 2 or 3 years, and at the end they can accrue up to 6 college credits from Syracuse University. The class is a unique class in that students are really immersed in whatever area of science that interests them. At the end they're able to compete in regional competitions, and many of our students are successful at these competitions. And it's really the first time that kids are able to enter into a scientific laboratory setting. Our science department also has a very, very strong teaching staff. Teachers in our community that have been the recipient of national awards, including the Teacher of the Year award. We have teachers that have been named Master Teachers by New York State. Our teachers have been published in various publications and have been asked to present at regional conferences and national level conferences as well. As a result, our teachers are actually asked to provide professional development to other teachers in the area.
The music program here at Mahopac High School is vibrant, it's growing, it's really a place that is allowing kids to express themselves musically in any way that they could feel they'll find a fit here in Mahopac. We have so many offerings here at the high school. The core of what we do at the high school is really our performing ensembles. We have chorus, sing, it's open to anyone, no experience necessary. The band program is extremely strong. We actually have 2 bands. We have a concert band and our symphonic band for our advanced students. Symphonic band is fantastic. Last year they actually they went on a tour of Italy. They performed in several locations throughout Italy. The kids had an amazing experience. We have 2 orchestras as well. We have a concert orchestra, again for beginners, and the Philharmonic Orchestra. This year Philharmonic Orchestra is planning a tour of the UK. We have, outside of our core ensembles, many electives for not only our student musicians, but other high school students to take. We have a piano class, we have a guitar class, we have music theory and AP music theory, both. And we also have several offerings in music technology. We have audio production, where the kids will learn how to use a recording studio, and we do video production classes as well. In both of the technology classes, they get a real hands-on experience. They're doing real-world stuff. And that's what we do during the day, but that really only scratches the surface of music here in Mahopac. Our after-school activities are where it really takes off, because the kids who want to be involved want to stay after school and want to do more and more. Our jazz band's fantastic. We have our a cappella performing group, the Pacapellas. They recently performed at a regional competition as well. The chamber orchestra is a smaller group of orchestra kids who want to get an extra experience. And I also run a rock ensemble, which is not a very common thing. And our marching band, I can't really say enough about our marching band. They do so much. They play at all of our home football games. They march in all the local parades. We actually marched in New York City this past year at the Columbus Day Parade. They've marched in the St. Patrick's Day Parade in New York City in the past. All in all, there's so much to do here. Anything and everything that kids could want to do, they can find it here. Our musical production, I almost left it out. Personally, I know of several of my students from audio and video production who have gone on to careers in the film industry or in the recording industry. And of course, we've had players who have gone on to careers in music as well. It's a place where kids find their niche, they find what they want to do, and if they want to go with it, we'll give them all of the tools that they need to succeed.
Music's always been my passion since 3rd grade when I started playing the viola. Anything music-wise, I'm always here. I'm probably here every single night till 7 at least. If it's whether to do with dance companies, the fashion show, where I'm doing the lights for sound. Dance, it's lights or sound. Drama company, it's lights, sound, tech, building, everything. I'm in the Pacapellas, which is our a cappella group that we have here at the high school. We also have Illusion. It's a rock concert that we do every single year, and it's on the stage that we have at the high school, and it's one amazing event. And I'm the president of the video club here. So basically any games that we do, concerts, you'll probably see us here recording, doing that. It's a good experience.
Drama is a club that meets after school. department, we put on a musical every year as well as a drama production, which would be a non-musical. The drama department at times can have as many as 100 students involved in one production. A great example of that is a musical, where not only will you have the performers out on the stage, but you will have the stage crew, kids supporting them from behind the scenes, as well as maybe a 30 or 35 piece orchestra of kids supporting them down in the pit. So there are many kids involved in a production like that. Drama is not limited to just putting on a musical, putting on a play in the fall, but we're always looking for some new way to involve the kids doing something dramatic. This year we have added a murder mystery evening, so there are many opportunities for the kids to do something dramatic in front of the camera, in front of people on stage, or from behind the scenes as well.
We place a great deal of emphasis on creating a healthy environment and making sure that we have a comfortable learning environment for all of our students. And education here at Mahopac High School is about much more than just the academics. But one of the things we've noticed, and we see it as a national trend, is students are feeling more and more stressed. There's a lot of pressure on students these days, and we work very hard at Mahopac High School to make them feel comfortable and have the supports in place so they do feel like they can learn on any given day. We want to make sure that they're in a good place socially and emotionally. In order to do that, we do a variety of things. One thing that we do is we break the whole high school down into two houses. For example, we have a blue house and a gold house, and that gives students a sense of small. Another place that we have for students to feel emotionally safe is the Academy, which is our alternative school. It's a very small setting with small class sizes for students that feel like they would do better in that type of setting.
The Academy is high school done differently. We are a small program for students who are struggling with academic issues and emotional issues. It's for a student who is just having trouble with the typical high school day. The Academy is for students grades 9 through 12. Currently we are serving 38 students, both general education and special education. That's what the beauty of this program is. You don't have to be a classified student to be afforded the flexibility of education. So what we offer here is some students come in late because kids diagnosed with anxiety have a really tough time getting up in the morning. So we can really cater their schedule to work for them. It also serves for students who are credit deficient, so kids who are just so behind in their academics but really want a high school diploma. We can offer them a variety of ways to make up those credits. We have several students who take advantage of the BOCES vocational programs. So they'll either do the morning program at BOCES or the afternoon, and we can work their classes around their BOCES schedule so they're getting that vocational training as well as receiving their academic credits. The staff has been working a lot with the Chromebooks and Google Classroom. So if a kid is out for several days because of an anxiety attack or some other reason, they're not missing out on all the instruction because it's all right there on the computer. We have many students who have struggle with mental health issues, and these are kids who typically would be on homebound tutoring and would be, in their bed and just have interaction with adults. These are kids who are getting back into school because we have the flexibility of time and the flexibility of credits. The Academy operates, with the same credits, same classes as the larger high school, so students can mid-year or at the end of the year plan to get back into the mainstream without a problem. The beauty of the Academy is that it is housed within our larger high school, and so our students take part in the electives in the general high school, music, art, and they also can participate in clubs and after-school activities, so it doesn't isolate students from the more typical educational experience. Our goal is to dovetail it with the general population and really offer kids a place to feel good about themselves and move on and be able to attain the goals that they set for themselves.
I started at the Academy when I was a sophomore because when I was upstairs, I didn't go to any of my classes. I skipped class to be with my friends. I had a meeting with the principal and they were telling me that they think it would be better for me to be downstairs so I could focus on my work and I would graduate on time. I came down here and it was actually nice. They welcomed me in. I started doing good, doing all my work, and then I started slacking a little bit. So the teachers would make me catch up, give me work to do so my grade could go higher. I started passing. I'm graduating on time. I just have to pass on Regents. I want to go to college, such as community college, to do childcare.
We also have a flexible support program up in room 218 where students can go throughout the course of the day to just get grounded, feel safe, get themselves together before they go back out into their academic classes.
We're having lots of kids come back from hospitals or partial programs due to anxiety and depression, and they were so behind the 8 ball when they came back, behind in their studies and just not feeling ready to go back. So we created a program, we call it 218. It's staffed with a clinician, clinical interns, and a teaching assistant. And students are able to make academic plans, how they're going to make up the work that they missed, and get some one-on-one help. So it makes the transition back to school much less intense. Like every other high school, you know, substance abuse prevention education is an important part of adolescence. So we're lucky enough to have our own student assistance counselor, and she's really here to educate the kids on, you know, the facts versus the myths. She's also a clinical social worker, so she's able to provide mental health counseling and hook families up with services in the area. And we're finding the program to be tremendously successful. Students are reaching out, and she's doing a lot of prevention activities within the high school.
We also have a team of professionals in place to make sure students feel supported. We have our school counselors, and we also have our psychologists and social workers that do a lot of work in supporting students. At Mahopac High School, this is really about more than just academics. We make sure students leave here with an academic skill set, content base, so they can be successful, but it's really about developing a whole child. And we want to make sure that they're socially successful, make sure that they have the skill set, the service-oriented mindset so they'll give back to their community, the social skills in order to be successful in addition to that solid foundation in the academics that they leave here with.
One of my sons has autism. He's high functioning. And the high school has been wonderful as far as his special needs. If there's a question or anything, or he has any issues, they're right there. He is working part-time, 1 period a week at the Mahopac High School library here to gain some skills. So it gives him some independence, but the support has been wonderful as far as the teachers, giving him the work that he needs and the support he needs to graduate and go into the world.
When it comes to students' actual character, which is such an essential part of their development, we felt that we needed to start having a system in place that acknowledges that, so that we can take what is so good here and start reinforcing that good behavior. But what we're focusing on is their individual character. How kind are they? How respectful? And we're also looking at how can we motivate students to do their absolute best on everything that they do, not just in academics, but in their relationships and their behavior as well. As a result, we developed the Strive initiative.
Strive is really a school-wide endeavor that promotes positive behaviors and expectations in the entire building. And at the end of the day, the goal is to foster academic excellence, social consciousness, school pride, and a strong sense of community within the building. Its Strive really is defined by being safe, taking responsibility, being respectful, acting with integrity, and valuing excellence. It really does promote a positive learning environment and a collaborative approach to do so. So we're looking at positive behaviors and expectations, we're looking at social consciousness, higher character, respect and responsibility with each other, among the students to faculty and staff, and academic integrity with the pursuit of excellence encompassing that. So the goal is really to support and foster a positive school climate and culture.
As our guidance department works with our students to make sure that students successfully transition from high school to college and the workplace.
Mahopac High School provides many opportunities through programming for both students and parents to plan and prepare for post-secondary options, whether college or otherwise. Each student is assigned to the same counselor for all 4 years of high school. The college process, we basically start in 9th grade with the exploration of careers. By the time they get to junior year, they would have already taken 2 career assessments. So by spring of junior year, they have an idea of what majors to be looking for at the colleges that they start to research.
We emphasize to the kids the importance of excelling in 3 areas: on the field, in the classroom, and in the community. We have 28 varsity sports. We have roughly between 300 and 400 athletes come out every year per season. They have 3 seasons. Our coaches do a phenomenal job. And being able to deal with adversity is one of the biggest lessons you can take out of participating in athletics. We have very good coaches who keep winning in perspective. They understand that it's an extension of the classroom, much of what goes on the fields, on the ice, on the tennis court. We had every one of our fall sports earn scholar athlete honors. It's a New York State program. You have to have a cumulative GPA as per team of 90 or better. That's not atypical either here.
It means a lot to play for Mahopac because the school spirit is incredible. We have the Mahopac Maniacs. It's a great student section. They come support all of our games. Immense school spirit. They come out and cheer for us. Mahopac sports, it helps bring the community together.
This is sort of a central hub in our community. A lot of things happen at the high school. And there's always something going on. And most of the time it's either run by our kids, our clubs, our parent volunteers, our booster clubs. Everyone works together to provide entertainment, to provide fundraising for community members. So it's really important. It's a great community. There's a great sense of community here in Mahopac. We have a lot of resources here, and we feel it's important that the kids do give back in any way that they can to their community. We have a relatively new group. It's called Athletes Reaching Out. It's called ARROW. The ARROW group is more to get kids exposed to other communities with cultural differences than us. It's to get them out of Mahopac and meet other people. We've talked about working at soup kitchens. We've talked about cleaning parks in other communities. We want to be able to organize an initiative for each team.
Mahopac High School has probably over 50 clubs. You know, there's anything from the political science club to the Interact Club, which is community service. Anything you want to get involved in, we have it at Mahopac High School. If there isn't a club for you, all you have to do is get it okayed by the Mahopac student government, and you get some funding, get an advisor, and you can make your own club. I am part of the student government, which has been definitely a great experience. It's taught me all about leadership, all about the importance of getting involved in your community. Some of the things that we've done as a student government is we do some fundraising events here at the high school, at the football games. We sell things just to kind of get students aware of what's going on in our community, but also to involve them. I'm also involved in the Mahopac Honor Society, which has been a great experience also, because not only do the students at Mahopac value academics, but we also really know the importance of being involved in our communities.
So all this translates to significant student success. What we found is our SAT scores have been trending upwards. We actually do significantly better than the state average and better than the national average as well. Our graduation rate's up, our college matriculation rate is up. It's not unusual for students to come back after their first year of college and tell us how well prepared they felt when compared to their classmates. Students leave here and they're very successful in their post-high school choices.